That's the thing. I'm gonna light up one of my Cohiba from Cuba. Got my Cuban cigar, Cohiba from, just popped it out of my humidor for this special occasion. I only smoke cigars on special occasion, Cubans especially. It's not every day. I don't get to smoke these things every day, but hey, whatever. All right, let's shut that up. Oh. Hold on. I guess and I'm showing my face for a minute, but the reason why I'm firing up this Cuban is because it's in honor of Assata Shakur, who transitioned into the ancestors yesterday. For those of you who don't know who Assata Shakur was, she was a revolutionary activist. His sister was part of the Black Panthers movement and the Black Liberation Army, where they funded their activities by robbing banks, and also their activities were targeting government installations and bombing them, such as the federal government. Now, you got to understand the rationale that she was a hero at that time. Because I read her book. Assata, that was her autobiography. Now, those of y'all, especially the Caucasian people, the Caucasian brothers and sisters, not brothers and sisters, but Caucasian listeners, you may want to turn this off. I'm not going to go too deep into it. I'm not going to go too deep into this live stream. But I'm going to honor this sister, even though she was a hero at the time, because you got to understand where black folks like myself, black Americans, went through Reconstruction, segregation, civil rights, and now during the 60s and 70s, black folks were fighting back against racism and white supremacy. They were fighting back against black men and women being targeted and lynched that goes unpunished, that went unpunished. So when the Black Panther Party and the Black Liberation Party was running around with guns and ammo and military tactics to fight back against the police, the federal government, to me, she was a hero, because she and her fellow comrades did something that none of y'all would do in the 21st century. All right? Y'all talk shit online, you shit on each other, you shit on black folks, but this sister here put her life on the line for black folks. Just like Dr. King, Malcolm X, and anybody, all those revolutionaries, all those leaders that stood up for black folks, right? There wasn't no Reverend Al. And Reverend Al wouldn't do half the shit that, not even a quarter of the shit that this sister has done. This woman was locked up, getting into a shootout with a New Jersey State trooper. Trooper Warner got shot to death. And in her autobiography, they treated that sister like shit while in custody, because she shot a New Jersey State trooper. She was convicted in 1977, and the sister escaped in 79, where her family was being harassed by the federal government. See, y'all don't know about harassment by the... See, y'all need to understand, I like this country. I'm not going to say I love it. I like living here in the United States. But you have to learn what these motherfuckers do. You got to learn how they operate. They don't operate on the sense of justice. There's no such thing as justice here in the United States, all right? When you go outside of the United States, there's no such thing as justice outside of the United States either. All right? She escaped to go to Cuba, lived her life. They found out where she lived, where she is located in Cuba under Fidel Castro. Fidel Castro. Shout out to Fidel Castro, the late Fidel Castro that protected that system, and many other black revolutionaries that fled from the United States to Cuba. Had a respect for black Cubans. No matter what you say, no matter what the history is about Fidel Castro, he really revered black folks, black Cubans especially. Let me open up my Hooten Young, my 8-year-old whiskey. I gotta open this up. This is a special occasion for the sister who's in this, who's with the ancestors right now. Got my Cuban cigar. Delicious. See, that was a very, I would have to say that was a very special time. The 60s and the 70s, the early 70s, where black folks really fought back. That was the only time we fought back against oppression, against white supremacy. And it got killed off because of COINTELPRO, where the FBI were targeting political organizations and neutralizing. Where even the Klan became a footnote. The Black Panther Party became just a footnote in black history. The Black Liberation Army became a footnote. You don't see none of these brothers around unless they're in jail, unless they're in prison. And the ones that are alive, they don't want it. They're teaching at a college, and they disavow ever being involved with those organizations. You ever notice that? The FBI got to them. And I'm not going to say too much on this YouTube stream because it's just too deep. It's deeper than, it will go over your heads and it will get me shut down. So I'm going to leave it alone, and I'm just going to honor the sister. God bless her. Hope the ancestors are protecting her. Right. The life. I'm going to transition to talking about what I've noticed over the past couple of weeks. Why this nobody, Charlie Kirk, is being revered and protected to the point where now white folks are targeting black folks on their job at the HBCUs. Some of those motherfuckers got ran out of the HBCU for bringing that bullshit over there. I don't want to hear that shit. I saw a little bit of Charlie Kirk going to these colleges and talking shit, not doing anything, just talking shit. That's pretty much what he was doing, talking shit to college kids. Trying to get them on board with his bullshit. But there's a backlash. I mean, we got to the point where late night talk show hosts, Jimmy Kimmel, which I'm kind of shocked that there's still talk shows, late night talk shows on TV nowadays, because I don't watch TV like. But hey, whatever. But not, yeah, there's a backlash against black folks or anybody that speaks out, that has an opinion that denigrates his memory. People are losing their job for his bullshit, for this loser, for this nobody. I don't know who the fuck he. Let me just tell y'all, Caucasian folks, let me just tell you something, all right? I'm not going to bring up politics. If you see me, I'm not going to bring up politics because it's none of this about who I am politically aligned with. All right? It ain't nobody's damn business, and I don't want to talk politics. I don't talk politics with anybody unless you're a congressman, unless you're a council member, unless you're in the political structure of the government political structure. Unless you're in government, I ain't talking to you about my political leanings. Half of you motherfuckers out here don't know who your congressman is, or your councilman is, or your mayor, or your senator, U.S. senator, U.S. You want to talk politics with me? No, sir. No. I'll keep my political leaning. This is not a political show. We're not going to talk about it. This live stream is not about politics. I rarely talk about politics here. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to just say, look, Caucasian people, you run up on me with some bull job about Charlie Kirk and none of this rhetoric, I will whoop your ass. You come up to me with some bullshit or some rah-rah shit and you act like you're going to whoop my ass, guess what? Your ass is going to get whooped before I do. You will be in the hospital before I will go to the hospital. You will be in intensive care. And I'm not just saying it because I'm woke. And if you say that I'm woke, and you say I will put my foot up your ass. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. I'm not right wing. I'm not part of the John Birch Society. Half of y'all don't know what the John Birch Society is. I'm not going to explain it to you on this live stream. Look it up. Because that's where we're going, and that's what Chuck was going. He was trying to get everybody on board with the John Birch Society. Look it up. I'm not going to explain it to you there. I see the signs of it. But like I said, I'm not going to talk politics. I'm going to leave it alone. Politics is dead. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to be speaking about politics on this channel ever, in a minute. So anyway, so I was reading the article how these youngsters are going into debt by going on dates, by using their credit cards. So essentially, y'all are broke dating. How do I feel about broke dating? You gotta, if you're broke and you're dating, stop it. Stop it, because you have no money. First thing you got to do is you got to get your money up. That's what you, as a young man, you should get your money up first. Fuck these hoes, these broke dating. When you go out, when you ask a woman out, of course she's gonna get free shit. She's gonna get free food, free drinks. What do you get out of it? A bill. Maybe a side hug. Maybe some pussy afterwards. Who knows? Let me tell you something. You're never going to get pussy from a woman by paying for dates, all right? What you're going to do is just get that side hug, kiss on the cheek, and then she's going to send you home with blue balls. And if you notice, guys like me, I don't do dinner dates. I say, look, I'll tell a bitch, look, bitch, meet me at Starbucks. Meet me at this coffee shop right here. Meet me at this deli. All right? We'll have a ham sandwich together. We'll sit in the park, have a ham sandwich, and a 7-Up. And we're going to sit there and talk. If you're that hungry, you're going to get a ham sandwich out of me. That's it. Although I don't eat ham. I'll just have a chicken and avocado set wrap. Sit in the park and we'll just talk for a minute. When we grab him, and we're gonna walk around the park. If you, oh, okay, I got something to do. I got things to do. All right, bitch, I gotta go. I got things to do. There's no need for you to use your credit card to pay for any damn dates with some bitch that you don't even know. I'm like, bitch, I don't know you. Why am I going into debt, spending money on you? Why am I going into debt? Just so I can talk to your crazy behind. We can talk right now. Well, let's go to the park and let's talk. Let's meet up. Let's talk. Let's walk around. And you know I'm going to be asking for some pussy later on. Maybe on the first date. Yes, on the first date. And why not? Shit, I got pussy on the first date. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. It was some good pussy too, man, I tell you. Like I said, fellas, you ain't got to do all of that shit. You ain't got to go through hoops to go over no bitch. Let's see where we at. Let me see. We got two. Man. I mean, where am I at? I'm like 20 minutes in. Yeah, it's gonna be a short live stream today. This is the Balcony Chronicles. I just want to honor my sister, my godmother, my mother. Not my sister, the mother Assata. Mother Assata Shakur. Like dating. You ain't got to do all of that. If the bitch likes you, she will go to the park with you with a ham sandwich and a can of 7-Up. Because she wants to be around you. If you have to go to Papa Do's, if you have to go to Ruth Chris, that bitch doesn't like you. I know, because bitches don't like, I mean, I ran into a lot of bitches that didn't like me. When they run up a bill on you, that means the bitch don't like you. She's in first of all, she's in survival mode, And number two, she doesn't like you. I'll tell you the story about that punk ass bitch that I dated back in May. Alright? Now on a Friday night, I was minding my business. I was just like chilling at home, lying around the couch, watching some basketball, watching some NBA playoffs. And here this bitch called me up. Alright. Hey, talking crazy, how you doing? I'm alright. How you doing? I'm good. What you up to? I ain't doing nothing. I just want to see how you doing. Okay, cool. Alright. What's really going on? Oh, I'm hungry. Okay. What you want? What you gonna get to eat? I want some Dallas BBQ. I'm like, alright. Alright, how much is it? Because at this point, I didn't like the bitch, but I wanted to go in the rabbit hole. That's why I didn't like that bitch, but I wanted to see where what was going. Because I knew the bitch didn't like me. I didn't like the bitch. But I just wanted to go along and get along and see what's going on. See what's happening. See what's popping. Alright, so she ordered the Dallas BBQ. It was like 2 for $6 and some shrimp. And some side orders, whatever. 2 dinners for $65 damn dollars. Plus, which includes the delivery charge. So if I were to go to the restaurant, it would be a lot cheaper. It would be like $45. So I was like, all right, cool. This bitch wanted to order 2 dinners so she can actually have one tonight and have left another dinner for tomorrow. This is how fucked up this bitch is in the head. Now, I was making money. $65 ain't shit to me. Alright? You know, I look at it as a donation. I look at it as a donation to the Church of God. I look at it as tithing. See, that's when you got it, it ain't tricking. Just look at it as that you're tithing. God, because you're going to get rid of that bitch anyway. I was never going to speak to that bitch ever. And besides, I have a career where I make $65 every half an hour in my line of work. So it ain't no thing to me. I can pick up cans and make $65. But that bitch can't. Hell, this cigar, fellas, this Cohiba, this Cuban cost me this Cuban cost me about $65, $70. A stick. So that tells you that tells you what 2 dinners from Dallas BBQ. See, bitches always broke date. Men should never broke date. Men shouldn't really be dating. I'm 50 years old. I really shouldn't be dating at all. Men my age, I'm having fun right now, but there comes a point in my life I got to sit my ass down. Find somebody that I can tolerate. Sit down and enjoy the rest of your life with this bitch. Maybe I'll do it when I'm 60. Maybe I'll do it when I'm 55. Who knows? Because I passed up a couple of Caucasian women that may have been good for me. They were good women. Only I would say, hey bitch, I want to sit down. I want to sit down with you and share my life with you. Share the rest of my life. Whatever craziness that goes on, I know I know I'm gonna have to tolerate the crazy behind, but let me just go ahead and sit down, just chill out. I'll take care of you. Let me just sit my ass down until I turn 62 and get my Social Security check. But I'm not ready to do that yet. It's not that I'm acting like a gosh darn child or anything like that, or acting juvenile, but I'm having too much fun with my life, man. I'm with my boys. I have my cigars. I have my whiskey, my 8-year-old whiskey. Hell, let me tell you something. I paid $65 for this whiskey, this 8-year-old whiskey. $65 for it. That means nothing to me. So anyway, my point is that when I ordered it, and I was acting like Chris Rock in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, saying, hey baby, can I get one rib? And she was fighting me over getting one rib. She reluctantly gave me one rib and 3 pieces of shrimp. She didn't say, you know what, talking crazy, since you bought it from me, why don't you come over? I'll share some of it with me and we can have. No, the bitch didn't do that. Because let me tell you that, I would love to say it's a black and white thing, because I've noticed when I dated Caucasian women, Caucasian bunnies, snow bunnies, the Asian bunnies, the Natasha bunnies. Okay? They appreciate me being there. I paid. There was one Natasha bunny. She was a cheap ass Jew. She was a Jew bunny. That bitch was cheap. She told me straight out she liked me. She liked being around me. Never heard that from a black bitch while I was dating. Every Caucasian, even though it didn't work out, but the vast majority that did work, when I was with them, that's how they felt about me. They enjoyed being around talking crazy. That's why, brothers, you always pick the ones that actually like you. You will know it. If you have to go out of your race, do it. If you have to go out of the country, do it. You get in where you fit in. And you should not go into any credit card debt for no bitch. Like I did 25 years ago for a black bitch. Now this bitch that I dated back in May, she was a black bitch, but she wasn't shit anyway. So if I got rid of her, ain't no skin off my ass. Fuck her. Just like I went into debt 25 years ago for a bitch. And I can relate to that article. I wouldn't do it now. Because as soon as I seen a bitch pole-mouthing and begging and all that high sign and bull jiving, started talking to me about I'm in survival mode. Yeah. That's when I know. That's in my heart of heart that I know I gotta upgrade my life. I gotta upgrade my standards. No longer will I be dating 44-year-old women working as a server in a restaurant who have no other means of income except begging, going on dates with strange men for food and drinks. I would never allow my daughter to do that, but if she does, you're on your own, bitch. And I would tell her that. I would give her the facts of life. Half of you motherfuckers are simping for your daughters instead of giving her the facts of life, and then you shocked when she comes back doing OnlyFans or become a hoe, a prostitute, selling pussy. You're shocked that she's a stripper. You're shocked that she's a renegade hoe, going on dates for dinner dates with men that she doesn't like. Sleeping with men for money. Sleeping with men that they don't even like for money. You don't tell your daughters that. You don't tell your daughters the facts of life. You want to protect her, but you can't. You're not going to be around to protect her, especially if she moves. Especially if she moves out of state. Fuck you going to do? You don't tell your daughters, hey, look, and you can take the money from a man, but there's a price you have to pay. And if you're playing with men and their money, you will get hurt. You will be buried in the woods somewhere. Fucking around with some dangerous simp. With some simps. Because simps are dangerous, man. Those are the dangerous group of men that will chop your fucking head off if you don't give them what you want, what they want. Just like a couple of months, I think 3 years ago, I read a news report about a woman who was working construction right off of City Island, right? She was like a flagger. Now, she was flirting with the coworkers. She was flirting with everybody on the street. She was just flirting with everybody. She was just, oh, okay, she was feeling herself. And this was an old bitch. She had to be 53, 54 years old doing this shit. Instead of being on your job, instead of concentrating on your job. Now, there was this old simp that was on a bicycle every day that she was flirting with. Now, he must have interpreted that, hey, this bitch liked me. He was giving her gifts and this, buying her coffee and all, talking to her until he found out she actually had a boyfriend showed up. Her boyfriend showed up. Now this nigga got mad, got a gun, drove up on a bicycle and shot the bitch three times, right in front of her boyfriend. Now, her boyfriend drove, as he was riding away from the scene, the boyfriend got into the car, ran him down, and whooped his ass until the police came. See, you don't tell your daughters not to be playing with men like that. You don't talk to your daughters. Y'all just want to spoil these little bitches. And yes, that's right. I call them little bitches. Y'all spoil these little bitches until they grow up. And then all of a sudden you're surprised that she's doing OnlyFans. Because you taught the bitch, hey, I can get money out of a man. I can get money of my father. I can get that money out of a man because I'm pretty. I'm a princess. No, bitch, you ain't no princess. You ain't pretty. You're alright, but you're not a princess. You're you're being surprised. Now you're surprised that she's passed around in the model industry, in the rap industry, in the arts and entertainment industry. You're surprised at that. Ready for this. Y'all not ready for this. Y'all not ready for me. You're not ready for Coach Greg Adams. You're not ready for that. You're not ready for the coach. You're not ready for Uncle talking crazy. See, when your daughters run into me because I'm in my 50s and 60s, I'm walking around with not full of hundreds. And I see your pretty little daughter at the table. I'm singing over drinks. She's gonna move herself right over and say, "What's up, Daddy? How's up, baby? How you doing? What's going on? All right, check this out. Meet me over at the Snooty Fox Hotel. We can talk about your problems." This is Coach talking college, seeking arrangements. The app Seeking Arrangement, where your potential daughter will be on to get some book money, or to pay for her tuition, or pay for a car. All right? That's how. Now, it can work in reverse. It can also work against a simp. Like Aaron McNair, Steve McNair. That motherfucker was simping over at ugly ass Iranian bitch that has some titties, buying her shit, but she thought she was in love with the man, even though he was married. She walked up into his place, shot the man, and shot herself because he was a simp. He didn't know how to control his bitches. And that's what y'all fathers are. Y'all don't know how to control your bitches. See, I'm glad I don't have children, because if I was a young father, I'd probably be sipping for my daughter as well. But as an old man, I'll be simping. I'll be threatening her, saying, hey bitch, no boys. What? Yeah, I've done it with my ex's babies, her baby girls. I've done it. Yeah, I was simping. I was dating women with children too, man. It was out there, but it wasn't anything serious, man. I talked to the children. I'm like, look, daughters, I tell them, look, no boyfriends until you're 40. All look at me like I'm crazy. But in reality, that's not gonna happen. You got to give your children the facts of life. You can be that crazy ass father, but you gotta sit down and talk to them. Tell them, look, this is what happens if you do this, this, and this. See this OnlyFans girl? She probably had a father in her life, but she was spoiled. She wanted material things, and that's what happened. She got material things out of her father. And she figured that, hey, she can get shit out of her, shake down her father. She can probably shake down a strange man that she don't even know. Or like. See, fellas, you got to understand when a woman likes you and doesn't like you. You can't always lead with your wallet. You can if you just want to get the pussy. I ain't got no problem with that. If you want to get the pussy, fine. Use your money, use your wallet. Lead with that if it works. You don't mind that the bitch don't like you? Cool. At certain time, I may not like the bitch. She may not like me, but I need to get my nut off. Here's 100. Get the fuck out of here, all right? I'll send you an Uber. Get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of my hotel. I need some privacy. Y'all don't talk to your daughters. Y'all don't talk to your best wife. You're surprised that she becomes a prostitute or a hoe, or whatever. They don't talk about the facts of life, but you don't tell her that she has talent. You don't talk about her talents, or kind of like what Richard Williams has done. Coached Venus and Serena Williams to become tennis champions, to be tennis legends. You say when you're doing something productive, keep them away. They'll be kept away from the boys and all that bull job. Yeah, she's gonna date, but she's not gonna be. She's gonna have money. Why would she be selling pussy if she got money? Why would she be on OnlyFans just to get money? Why would Serena Williams be an Instagram model if she has money coming in? Respect for yourself, respect for Allah, respect for the law, respect for the law. I miss Onaja. Respect for the law, respect for Allah. And respect for yourself. Listen, let me go ahead. Been going on for 40 plus minutes. Let me get on here and get the fuck out of here. I got shit to do. I'm gonna finish up my Cuban and get the fuck up out of here. This is Talking Crazy 88, and I am out of here. And black folks, let's be careful out there, all right?